Rolex has convinced the world that their watches represent the peak of luxury and refinement. But certain Seiko watches deliver objectively superior finishing, more interesting designs, and better craftsmanship at lower prices. We're talking timepieces with dial work that makes Rolex dials look boring, case polishing that exceeds Rolex execution, and movements with decoration that Rolex hides behind solid casebacks. From artisanal enamel dials to Zaratsu mirror polishing, from spring drive innovation to high-beat precision, these Seiko watches feel more premium in hand than Rolex models costing double or triple the price. Number 10. Seiko Presage Cocktail Time SRPB 41. The Seiko Presage Cocktail Time SRPB 41 delivers stunning multi-layered sunburst dial at 425 that feels more premium than Rolex Oyster Perpetual's simple dials costing $6,000. This beautiful timepiece features intricate dial finishing with multiple layers, creating depth and visual interest that Rolex's flat dials cannot replicate for sophistication. The applied indices create three-dimensional shadows and light play that makes the dial more engaging than Rolex's basic stick markers. The exhibition caseback reveals the decorated automatic movement, while Rolex hides their movements behind solid backs, denying owners appreciation. The blue sunburst finish creates stunning color shifts under different lighting that Rolex's static blue dials lack for visual dynamics. The overall fit and finish at $425 makes you question why anyone pays 15 times more for simpler Rolex dial execution. The variety of cocktail time dial colors offers more personalization than Rolex's limited Oyster Perpetual configurations throughout their current lineup. Number 9. Seiko Prospex Captain Willard SPB 237. The Seiko Prospex Captain Willard SPB 237 delivers asymmetrical cushion case charm at $1,250 that feels more special than generic round Rolex Submariners. This distinctive timepiece features unique case shape, creating instant character and personality that cookie-cutter Rolex designs cannot match for individuality. The Zaratsu polished surfaces create distortion-free mirror finishes rivaling Rolex's case polishing throughout the asymmetrical case architecture and bezel. The exhibition case back shows the beautifully decorated 6R35 movement with perlage and striping that Rolex denies owners by using solid backs. The 200-meter water resistance matches Submariner's diving capability, while the distinctive design creates more conversation and interest during wearing. The overall presence feels more thoughtfully designed than mass-produced Submariners that all look identical without any distinctive personality. The Captain Willard proves that unique design and quality finishing create more premium feel than generic shapes regardless of brand prestige. Number 8. Seiko King Seiko SPB 287. The Seiko King Seiko SPB 287 delivers refined elegance at $2,600 that feels more premium than Rolex Datejust models costing $10,000 or more. This sophisticated timepiece features Zaratsu polishing, creating mirror surfaces with perfect edges and transitions that honestly exceed Rolex's polishing execution throughout. The box sapphire crystal with beveled edges adds vintage charm and light refraction that Rolex's flat crystals cannot create for character. The exhibition case back reveals the slim 6L35 movement with beautiful decoration and finishing rivaling movements Rolex hides from view completely. The variety of dial textures demonstrates artisanal attention that Rolex's simpler Datejust dials lack for visual interest and sophistication. The overall refinement and finishing at $2,600 makes Datejust's $10,000 pricing seem absurd when compared directly side by side. The King Seiko proves that Japanese finishing and attention to detail can exceed Swiss luxury execution at honest pricing. Number 7. Seiko Presage Sharp-Edged Series SPB 167. The Seiko Presage Sharp-Edged Series SPB 167 delivers angular contemporary design at $1,000 that feels more modern than conservative Rolex Datejust aesthetics. This striking timepiece features faceted case design with sharp edges, creating dramatic light reflection that Rolex's smooth cases cannot replicate. The Zaratsu polishing on the angular surfaces creates stunning interplay of brushed and polished finishes throughout the geometric case architecture. The exhibition caseback reveals the high-beat 6R55 movement with decoration and finishing that Rolex denies owners by hiding movements. The dramatic dial design with applied indices and textures creates more visual interest than Rolex's conservative Datejust dial layouts. The overall contemporary aesthetic feels more premium and modern than Rolex designs that haven't evolved meaningfully in decades of production. The Sharp-Edged series proves that bold modern design with quality execution creates more premium feel than traditional conservatism. Number 6. Grand Seiko Heritage SBGH 281. The Grand Seiko Heritage SBGH 281 delivers high-beat excellence at $5,800 that feels more premium than Rolex Datejust models costing $10,000 or more. This refined timepiece features 36,000 vibrations per hour, creating smoother second sweep than Rolex's standard frequency movements throughout operation. The Zaratsu polishing creates distortion-free mirror surfaces that honestly exceed Rolex's polishing quality when examined closely under magnification throughout. The exhibition case back reveals the beautifully decorated high-beat movement with hand-finished components that Rolex hides behind solid backs. The textured dial inspired by Mini Iwate demonstrates artisanal craftsmanship that Rolex's simpler dials cannot match for sophistication. The overall finishing quality and movement decoration make you question why Rolex charges more for inferior specifications and hidden movements. The SBGH 281 proves that Japanese haute horology delivers more premium experience through superior transparency and quality at honest pricing. Number 5. Grand Seiko Elegance SBGM 221 GMT. The Grand Seiko Elegance SBGM 221 GMT delivers refined travel watch capability at $5,200 that feels more premium than GMT Master 2 costing double. This elegant timepiece features true GMT movement with better finishing than Rolex movements hidden behind solid casebacks throughout construction. The Zaratsu polishing throughout the case creates mirror surfaces exceeding GMT Master 2's finishing when compared directly side by side carefully. The exhibition caseback reveals the beautifully decorated GMT movement with hand-finished details that Rolex denies owners seeing or appreciating. The textured dial with subtle pattern demonstrates artisanal attention that GMT Master 2's simpler dial lacks for visual sophistication and interest. The overall refinement at $5,200 makes GMT Master 2's $10,000 pricing seem excessive for inferior finishing and hidden movement decoration. The SBGM 221 proves that GMT functionality deserves elegant execution rather than chunky sports watch treatment that Rolex defaults to consistently. Number 4. Grand Seiko Sport SBGE 285 Spring Drive GMT. The Grand Seiko Sport SBGE 285 Spring Drive GMT delivers revolutionary technology at $7,200 that feels more innovative than any Rolex at any price. This technological marvel features spring drive movement, creating perfectly gliding seconds hand that Rolex cannot replicate through mechanical means alone. The 1 second per day accuracy surpasses any Rolex chronometer by factors, making Swiss mechanical precision seem outdated and inferior comparatively. The exhibition case back reveals the stunning spring drive movement with decoration that Rolex movements hidden behind solid backs cannot match. The titanium construction provides lightweight comfort that steel GMT Master 2 cannot achieve while maintaining superior scratch resistance throughout ownership. The overall technological sophistication makes Rolex seem like they're stuck in the past, refusing to innovate beyond traditional mechanical movements. The SBGE 285 proves that genuine innovation creates more premium feel than relying on decades-old technology and traditional watchmaking alone. Number 3. Grand Seiko Shunbun SBGA 413. The Grand Seiko Shunbun SBGA 413 delivers stunning pink dial at $6,800 that feels more artisanal than any Rolex day date costing $36,000. This beautiful timepiece features dial inspired by Japanese cherry blossoms, creating visual poetry that Rolex's simple dials cannot approach. The Zaratsu polishing throughout titanium case creates mirror surfaces honestly exceeding precious metal Rolex finishing when examined closely under magnification. The spring drive movement visible through exhibition caseback shows decoration and innovation that Rolex movements hidden from view cannot match. The perfectly gliding seconds hand creates mesmerizing visual experience that ticking Rolex movements cannot replicate through mechanical means alone. The overall artisanal execution at $6,800 makes day-date's $36,000 pricing seem absurd for simpler dials and hidden movements throughout. The Shunbun proves that Japanese artisanal craftsmanship and innovation create more premium experience than Swiss tradition and precious metals. Number 2. Grand Seiko White Birch SLG H05. The Grand Seiko White Birch SLG H05 delivers revolutionary movement at $9,800 that feels more advanced than any Rolex costing $40,000. This masterpiece features new 9SA5 high-beat movement with 80-hour power reserve through innovative dual-impulse escapement technology and engineering. The textured dial inspired by white birch forests creates stunning three-dimensional effect that Rolex's flat dials cannot replicate for sophistication. The Zaratsu polishing throughout case creates distortion-free mirror surfaces exceeding Rolex day-date finishing when compared directly side by side. The exhibition case back reveals movement with hand beveling and decoration that makes hidden Rolex movements seem wasteful and secretive comparatively. The overall innovation and finishing at $9,800 makes Rolex's $40,000 day date seem overpriced for decades-old technology and simpler execution. The white birch proves that Japanese innovation and transparency create more premium ownership experience than Swiss conservatism and secrecy. Number 1. Grand Seiko Snowflake SBGA 211. The Grand Seiko Snowflake SBGA 211 absolutely dominates at $5,100 by delivering spring drive perfection that feels more premium than any Rolex. This legendary timepiece features spring drive technology achieving 1 second per day accuracy that Rolex cannot approach through mechanical regulation alone ever. The perfectly gliding seconds hand creates hypnotic visual experience that ticking Rolex movements cannot replicate, creating inferior viewing experience comparatively. The textured snowflake dial demonstrates artisanal craftsmanship that Rolex's simple dials cannot match for visual interest and sophistication throughout. The Zaratsu polishing throughout titanium case creates distortion-free mirror surfaces honestly exceeding Rolex finishing across their entire product lineup. The exhibition case back reveals stunning spring drive movement with decoration that Rolex denies owners by hiding movements behind solid backs. The lightweight titanium provides all-day comfort that heavy steel Rolex watches cannot achieve during extended wearing throughout daily activities. The overall combination of innovation, finishing, artisanal craftsmanship, and transparency creates more premium ownership experience than any Rolex delivers.